First scramble of the first round. I made my layer on red for this one since I got 3/4 of a layer here with the remaining piece here. So I know I could make a CLL face by holding the bar here. With the remaining piece here, I do a U2, R2, U prime, R2, and then just have to recognize this CLL case where these pieces are adjacent and these pieces are not matching. Or I guess you could recognize it as these two pieces as matching. So however you recognize this is the CLL algorithm that I do, like so. But I think I probably should have gone with green since we also have 3/4 of a layer here, but we could solve the bar in the back with this remaining piece, like so, and it gives me this EG1 where these two are adjacent and these two are matching. So this is a nice algorithm that I can go straight into like that. So I probably should have gone with that. Second scramble, I went with red, I think. Yeah, so I can make a layer with these pieces, this piece and this piece and this bar. I could make my EG1 layer like this. So move this here and then insert like so. And then we have this nice EG1 case where opposites and opposites. But you do have to do a rotation if you solve the layer from here and go into the algorithm like that. But I think the quickness of the EG1 algorithm there eliminates the inefficiency of that rotation. Unless you know LAG1, of course, but that's what I went with. Third scramble, I believe I went with white here. So we have the white bar here, and we can easily complete the EG1 face with the bar on the left by doing U, R to match these up, and then just U and R2 to make the EG1 face. And one looking gives you this case where these are opposites and these are matching. So it's not pure Nicholas, but after rotating, the algorithm is pretty quick to execute anyway, so I did that with a UAUF. Fourth scramble, not that great of a scramble. There's only two opportunities that I see straight off the bat where I can make my layer, which is either orange or yellow. And in this case, I went with orange since I could make the EG1 face pretty easily by doing a U prime R to match these pieces up, and I noticed that it makes the bar here, so I know that the bar, EG1 bar will be on my right. Bring that down, and then rotate, and just recognize this EG1 algorithm, which is opposite colors here, and these colors are not matching, so the algorithm goes like this. Last scramble of the first round. So again, I think like the last scramble, there's not too many great choices for a layer, so I think only choices for me would probably be green or blue. And I think in this case, I went with a green EG1 face by doing U, R. So it's kind of like similar to the last scramble. U, R, and then bring this down with the bar on the right, and then this EG1 case. But I think during the solve, I tried to one look, but for some reason I never got to one looking the full solution. So I paused for a significant amount of time, which slowed my time down a bit, but whatever. First scramble of finals, which got me second place. Red was the only color I was considering because we had 3/4 of a layer here with a remaining piece here, which I could just insert in the back. And all I had to do was just one look the EG1 case, which in this case, opposite colors here with these colors opposite. So it's this algorithm here with no AUF, which is pretty nice. Second scramble, I think I'm gonna go over the solution that I probably should have gone for, because I mean, this scramble was sort of a wild card scramble. All the colors that I was considering that had pre-made bars, which were green, red, and yellow, the way you can make faces or layers out of these weren't too great for all of them. The solution that I did not go for that I could have gone for was probably red. The way I could have made this layer was by bringing this piece up, moving it like so, and then doing R2 to bring this piece up to insert this piece with the bar on the right here. So rotate to move that bar in the back and just recognize this EG1 case where these are opposites, which is not too great of an EG1 case. But I mean, I didn't want to look any of these. I just, YOLO'd recognizing the EG1 case for whatever color I chose. And for the scramble, I chose green to be my face, which, I mean, the bar was in the back, so I inserted this green piece like so, and then this piece in the back. And luckily, this EG1 case is pretty fast to execute, like so, with no AUF. But again, I didn't want to look this, and I don't know. I think I lucked out on this one. Here's a third scramble. For this one, I went with green because we have 3/4 of layer here with the remaining piece here. And if you know how to one look, you would know that by inserting this piece, like so, to make your CLL case, or I should say CLL in quotes, because this turns out to be an Ortega case because it pre-makes our top layer here. So we just got to recognize where the bar is, and in this case, it was in the front. So at this point, just spam the JPerm algorithm like this, like so. Here's the fourth scramble. Not too great of a scramble because we got the only bars that I notice are on yellow and orange, and I'm fearing that we might have to make EG2 layers for both, and it seemed to be the case for both of them. But my solution was on orange, so what I did was just insert the orange pieces like that, and then cancel into doing an F2 R2 to make a CLL case. And again, for this scramble, I YOLO'd recognizing whatever CLL case I had. So in this case, opposite colors here, these two colors are matching. And it took me a significant amount of time to recognize this. And this algorithm is relatively long, but still fast to execute. Now for the other one, I probably could have made the yellow layer like so, bring this down, and then again, insert this and then cancel into doing F2 R2 to make the CLL case. And in this case, this is actually pretty nice CLL case where these are adjacent, and then all you have to do is just match whatever this color is to the side color here. So I really couldn't tell in hindsight which one was better, since both were, terrible layers for me to solve. So here's the final solve of that round. What I went for was white, since I could make the EG1 layer with the bar in the back by inserting these two pieces like so. So an L2, and then this brings this piece up so that I can just insert that piece like so, and it makes the bar in the back. And all I have to do is just recognize this EG1, where this are opposite colors, and these are opposite colors. So execute it like that, no UF, and I'm done.